So, what are the difference between karmic relationships and twin flames? So, I feel like for a lot of us, we've all dealt with karmic relationships, especially romantic ones. However, they don't always have to be romantic. They can also be friends and family members as well. So, one of the key components in a karmic relationship, I guess, is you're constantly repeating patterns and cycles, and it's you are also getting triggered, so that's why it's so easy to get confused with the twin flame. It's also easy to confuse a karmic for a twin flame. However, again, karmic relationships, karmic soulmates, they all come in, as in friends, family members, and romantic partners, and so it's really easy to confuse the two. However, in a karmic relationship, you're always, like I said, you're always repeating patterns. You're kind of going in this constant cycle loop. You don't feel like you're growing. That's the one thing too. You constantly feel like you're backpedaling. Like maybe you feel like you're moving forward, and then out of nowhere you're like, why am I doing this again? One of the key things for me, like in terms of karmic relationships, is I always felt like I was not really growing. I wasn't really expanding the way that I should have. And so that's one of the key components in terms of karmic relationships in general, that they're going to make you feel like you're going to feel stuck, and you're going to feel like you're in this repetitive loop and everything. 144 on my timer. But you're going to feel like you're constantly repeating this loop and everything, because when I was actually dealing with my karmic, I felt like I was repeating not just the cycle with him, but it felt like I was constantly stuck in this cycle in my of my own, just where it felt like I was just repeating the same day over and over and over, and I didn't know why nothing was changing. Whereas with a twin flame, they're going to come in and mirror you and trigger you. A karmic also does mirror and trigger you, but the difference is a twin flame is going to come in and they're going to mirror and trigger a lot of your wounds to come up so you can heal them. There's one thing that I noticed in terms in my own twin flame experience, and that was I felt called to start healing. I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta start healing. I felt like I was just I gotta do it. I basically had a drive to want to heal myself, to want to start doing the work, if that makes sense. It is going to be a very intense and overwhelming connection. Just like a karmic relationship would. But the difference here is you are healing, you are growing. Let's say you are in this runner and chaser cycle. Every time they come in and out, you see more parts of you that you feel like you need to work on, and then you actually start working on them. Whereas with a karmic, that's not going to happen. It's not going to elicit you to start working on yourself, if that makes sense. It's just a repetitive cycle that just keeps going in the loop. Whereas with a twin flame, you do feel the calling to start working on yourself, and especially when you're in that runner chaser cycle and you're in separation, that's where it definitely comes into play as well. You see also things that are being reflected to you, and you immediately get the light bulb, oh, I need to work on this. Crap, I need to work on this, and then you slowly start to work on those things. And that's the key difference, I think, that it's not really talked a lot about, that it's that drive. I can't explain it, but I've always kind of get it a drive to be okay, all right, this is what I need to work on, and so I just immediately start to do it.